everybody, and welcome to Social Media World. Thanks to the organizers here at Terrapin for setting up such a great event, for our panelists and speakers for spending the day with us to share their expertise, and with all of you guys for spending the day with us. As Esther said, I'm Nathan Meisner, and I run the digital comms team for APAC for Wagner Edstrom Worldwide. And I'll be your timekeeper, your host, your sometimes moderator for the day. And while I'll be responsible for keeping the conference going and keeping the trains running on time, I'm really hoping that the conversation is driven by you guys. So please ask questions, challenge assumptions, and be part of the dialogue. So as such, usually people come up here and tell you to turn off your smartphones, keep them in your pocket. And while I'd like you to put your phones on vibrate, I'd actually, in the spirit of social media, ask you to keep them out and be part of the social media conversation. We'll be following the conference on a hashtag, #InternetShow. So if there's something you like or something you don't like, please tweet about it, and I'll be following that thread of conversation and maybe take some of those tweets to use as questions later on in the event. So it's 2011, the 6th year of the social media revolution. And while there's a lot to talk about that's new and exciting, when we're talking about social media in the context of communication, there's actually a lot of constants that remain the same. And by that I mean getting the right content to the right people on the right channels at the right times. It's common sense, right? It's best practice. So in social media, like any disruptive platform, sometimes people forget those best practices and chase after the bright, shiny object, or chase after the thing that might not actually make the most sense for solving their communication problem. So, with that in mind, the first couple of years of social media, the education that we had to do with reluctant clients was around why. Why social media? Why digital media? And over the past couple of years, we've seen a shift away from why into how. How do I create a sustainable, systematic, scalable social media presence that solves my customers' and clients' and brands' communication problems? How do we organize? How do we prioritize? How do we create and manage content? How do we establish and manage governance? How do you effectively determine whom to engage with, and how do you drive that engagement? How do we show our ROI? Those kind of things. So that's what I'm really going to be listening for today, and can't wait to hear what our panelists and speakers have to say on those questions. So without further ado, let's get started. First up today is Facebook's Stephen Dolan, and he's going to talk about harnessing the full potential of social media to drive your business. Stephen will be giving us insights into Facebook's future plans and how marketers can be the first to leverage these tools. Stephen is with Facebook Asia, based here in Singapore, and responsible for growing advertising revenue in the region. Stephen was Facebook's first employee in Asia and joined the social networking company from Microsoft Advertising, where he led the regional sales unit. So, welcome.